Welcome to Fortune Forecast. I am Daisy Raisler, your hostess, and today I am bringing to you, sharing with you my 5 top tarot cards for a good reading. And I'm going to get right to it. So let me see if I can just kind of share with you what I got here. This is just my go-to top 5 decks. Of course, there's a couple more here, only because I wanted to show you the same card, but with different sizes and different imagery, yet the same cards. So we're going to get through that. So my favorite card is in this box. I picked up this box in Fort Lauderdale in a New Age shop, and my card deck is over 30 years old. So yeah, I've been doing it this long. So pretty much this is what you'll see. This is your Waite Rider deck, and we'll talk about some of the symbols so you can see. But this is like your traditional that you'll see. You'll have some of these that I call cards that evoke your karmic past, your overall theme of what's your purpose here, and encourages you here to dig in for your inner strength. You could see how you've got this beautiful woman with the spirituality, that divinity symbol over her head, the lion, and the lion really isn't kind of struggling. She's not struggling, and the lion's almost like she is bending the will of that dragon to her. I mean, the dragon. I love dragons. We'll talk about that in another session. But she is opening the lion's mouth pretty much. It looks pretty effortlessly. So it evokes that idea that we should bring this strength from within. Then it has this, what I call the court deck, with the king here, and it talks about these other areas of our lives, these archetypes, father figures, bosses, our own selves, and our journey towards, this growth of ours that we have. Then we have what I call your regular mundane issues. A normal person, just trying to make it through life, moving forward. There's a struggle up ahead, but you know what? He is equipped to do that. He has what he needs to get the job done, to get through whatever he's got to get through. And so you could see this coming through the whole designs in this deck. And that's what you're going to find whenever you get one of these groups that have the Waite Rider archetypes and symbols. And it's almost like a regular playing deck. It's got your, spades, clubs, pips. What's the other one? I don't play cards like that or poker, but you kind of get the idea, right? Okay, so then this was a gift from one of my friends here, Tammy, and this is the same Waite Rider deck, but in like exaggerated, size. And in the box, it comes with a book. And the book is very small, so obviously one of the things that I discovered right away, is that even though the book is this thick, because it comes in 5 languages, I think, 1, 2, 3, 6 languages: English, Italiano, Español. Para todos mis amigos en español, te amo. And we have it in Francais, French, comme parlez-vous, and Deutsch, and it looks like Asian, probably. See that right there? A little. You pull it back, you see it? Yeah. So it has talks about the deck itself, and gives you a little bit of explanation of each one of the cards. So, and one of the things you'll find whenever you buy these decks, that you will have some type of book or manual that lets you reference, so it's like you're not just hitting in the dark. And so it's this mammoth size, about the size of my face. Okay, and it's awkward to shuffle, but you know what? If you want to wear a beautiful white dress or a black suit, if you're a man or a woman, whatever, and just give it that ominous and mystery to it, this is kind of the deck you want. Now, beautiful design, has a feeling of a stained glass window, right? And then the imagery, look at that. The imagery there, very clean, very evocative. And here you have the end, showing the 2 people coming here, getting some advice, and this person here has the wisdom to share with them. Let's see what else is showing up over here. Ooh, the knight. Man, good looking guy. Hey, don't tell that to my Okay, good looking guy here. Strong, in command of his senses and the ability, and he knows that he has the ability to do what it takes to get the job done and to take care of his kingdom. Let's see what else. Let's see what else might come up. Okay, the Two of Pentacles. And here we go, the Two of Coins here, little guy juggling through, trying to manage his money, his finances, but he can do it. He's standing on one foot, he can do it. So we see the imagery here. This is the same deck as the small version. And then now I have this very small version, which is kind of a travel type. This little box opens like this. It looks like it might have a little magnet there because it really falls in well. And it opens, it has a little book as well, like I mentioned. They come with little references, so the book is here. And it has a little, it's literally in a box, so you gotta open it this way. Zoe, I wanna open it for you. Okay, I did. Okay, and I think the reason that I bought this deck, I remember probably about 8 years ago, I was going somewhere and I really wanted to bring a deck of cards with me. I didn't want to leave with my trusted deck in case something happened because I was going overseas. And so I picked up this deck. I loved the color purple. It's a very simple deck. You'll see, like here, look what's in the back. The Two of Pentacles. For almost the similar symbology. The only difference I noticed here, in the Waite Rider deck, you do have the ocean behind it. In this other deck that we had over here, I think I already put it away, but it was, I believe it had houses in the background. So different card lets you also draw different meanings for your clients as well, or for yourself if you're reading it for yourself. So this is a very monochrome. Purple, gold, and white is the theme here. And here we could see the same feeling of that person needing to rest, needing to slow down, needs some spiritual, because it almost looks like he's in a coffin, but he's not in a coffin. He's just laying down in the bed, right? So, and then obviously in this place, because for me, when I see arches like that, I feel like that person needs to retreat and needs to kind of rebuild themselves spiritually and stop thinking, you know, the swords. Sometimes swords want to stab you in the head, you know, and so they keep you going in your mind. So this is kind of helps you draw the same type of imagery as here, but at a different, very clean and crisp way that the designs are coming in, you know. So see what I mean? See what I mean? Okay. What else do we have? Okay, so the other one, okay, so now that would actually I constitute that as one deck, the Waite Rider deck, but I wanted to show you in the different sizes that they come in. Pretty much the concept is there with the major arcana, which, you know, is like, you know, the sun or the death card. Those fall under that major deck. Then you have your court cards. We'll talk about that at another video. And then your regular deck that you could actually almost, you could use it to play cards if you wanted to, poker or whatever. Kind of, you know, beef yourself up a little bit with the game. The other deck that I use, my top 5, is an angel deck, and this one is from Doreen Virtue, and it's called Healing with the Angels. And again, want to share with you, it does have a book in it, and it's got this really cute little book. Actually, Doreen Virtue brings in for you to work with your angels. And here it says how to connect with your angels, ask your question, and then how to lay out the cards. So, and then of course, each page has an explanation of the oracles that she has in here. So for the most part, here we go. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Each one has one key word that helps you build up on what you're working with your clients. Trust, you know, and freedom here. Look at that. Beautiful card here, little PG here. So if your kids are, you know, you want to, let's cover that up. Okay. Okay. What else do we have here? Ideas and inspiration. You could see this beautiful colors coming in, the sense of peace, you know, the sense of, you know, being in nature, that when you relax, you get more ideas flowing in. So depending on what other cards you're putting in this reading, that's why I like to have my top 5 deck when I'm working with my clients. Additionally, helping them connect with nature. This one is messages from your animal spirit guides, and these are oracle cards as well. So I start again, like most of these cards. It has a book. Very intense, extensive book again, with a little history and a couple pages for each of the animals that show up in there. I believe he has an alphabetical order, so if you need to reference, it's not, you don't have to sit there and like really work hard at just finding them. But a beautiful heron on the back, the blue heron. It shuffles well in the hand, nice size, just like your standard. It's a little bigger than your standard card deck, but definitely it feels comfortable to shuffle. And a lot of beautiful animals depicted as imagery with beautiful, vibrant colors in the background. Here, the snow leopard. Look what the snow leopard says. Take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. So helping you reconnect with nature, just knowing that, you know, you do need that time for yourself. Look at this one with the Wolverine. And you're a lot tougher than you think you are. You're a lot tougher than you think you are. You could pull some of these colors like the green for the chakra of your heart, you know, and, you know, that courage that if you follow your dreams, you follow what's in your heart, you know, you will have the resolve to do what you need to do. Look at this one. Oh, well, the penguin fell. Let him pick it up. And so we have the penguin here, and the penguin is saying, the period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. So that sense of being able to take that fresh air like these penguins do and just enjoy that, reconnecting and just knowing that it's behind you, whatever it is, and looking forward and onward to new things. So beautiful card deck to help connect with the angels. So that's my 1, 2, 3. The other one I have is that I like to use with full moon connections with my angel readings. And this is called Oracle of the Angels, and it's by Mario Duguay. A very beautiful deck, and I keep that one over here. My friend Donna, she bought me this beautiful daisy handmade box just for me. Look at that. Thank you, Donna. Beautiful. And I'll keep them in here. She got my name engraved in there too. She's so sweet. Okay. So this is a very beautiful deck, and immediately in the back, you could sense the sense of just intensity of this this beautiful divine light coming through, the sword of strength and courage behind this. What I sense is the core of your spirit, you know, and then the quartz, you know, like how much more connected can you be, and you know, having the resolve that, you know, you've got this, and that something greater is there by your side. So really love that that feeling that just comes just by looking at the back design. And then shuffle's really good, nice size for the hand. And again, I like to shuffle long ways because my hand is small. It just feels awkward having to stretch out my fingers like that. I just hold it like that. Works for me. Okay, and then some of the imagery. Beautiful, beautiful designs here. A lot of purples and greens and pinks and yellows and gold that pop up. This beautiful card here, truth. Look at that. I mean, and the truth coming from the heart. How better is that? And then this one here. Look at the colors here with nature flowing in your hand, you know. Look at that. I am beautiful. And knowing that because you are part of this whole creation, that you can only be but beautiful. There's no other one like you. Yeah, you know, even twins, they're different, trust me. Positive intentions, you know, and I love that with this particular one, I believe it's got these little horses out there, the unicorn. Yeah. So drawing in the sense of having faith and knowing that, you know, magical things are happening that are out of your control, whether you like it or not. There's so many beautiful things happening. And then look at this comfort, the sense that even though you're comforting, there's an angel who's comforting you, and even the angels look up to God, look up to this source, you know, for that strength to give to us. So really beautiful imagery coming from the Mario Duguay deck. And so that we did that 1, 2, 3. Messages from your angels. Yes. So this is a beautiful deck that I like to throw on this is it's like an alternate to that's why I like to show you that there are different varieties. Like when I'm using the angel decks, I have a couple angel decks that I like to use in alternating. So again, it has a booklet inside, and this one again is also from Doreen Birch. She has a lot of decks that are angel themed, which you can pick from. Trust me. Messages from your angels again. Just a little book here that helps you kind of go through the angels and get more descriptions. The difference between this deck and the other one, this one actually has a name on top of your angel, and that's why on my live events when I'm doing Playing with Angels, I like to use this deck. You know, it's like you feel like you have a friend there helping you, and they're telling you a story. Like this one here with Rhea, yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. So there's a little story, but most of all, really, it's the imagery that you get, the sense of peace and this divinity that's coming through, that you feel healing when you do move around, when you do take care of yourself, when you do take care of your body. Some of these other designs here. Isabella is a little naughty little girl. Look at her. Come on. Doesn't she look pretty? She says, yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. So here is a confirmation that whatever you're doing right now, you're at the right place in your life right now to do what you need to do. So it's a lot of beautiful imageries. Just kind of go through it a little bit so you can see some more of the imageries if you're considering buying this deck. I know that you can go to your New Age store, you can go to Amazon, Etsy, whatever, I don't know. Beautiful cards here that help you really get these. And so we've got this down. Number one, go to Waite Rider. Couple it up with drawing from the energy. 2. Bringing in the influence of this beautiful deck from Duguay, kind of that, I call it an extra layer to that spirituality. And my angel deck. 4. And I like to end it with this recent one that I picked up from an Etsy store. The name of the store is Sharon at midnightoracle.com, and she's got different varieties of cards there to pick from. But I wanted to bring something more to my clients regarding money, explaining money, finances. And so this deck, I loved it. I loved it immediately when I saw it online, the black and white, the gold, the black on gold. And it's just this sense of, strong and powerful, and the sense like, yeah, this is going to really, wait till you see the imagery. So it really draws in when you're incorporating it with everything else. And how does the money play with your health? How does the money play with, your relationships? How does the money play in your career? How does the money play in general in your life? And where is it like right now? And so this really... And one of the things that I liked about this card, as you will see, oh, look at this one, ring, the gold ring. And it says your financial commitments. Ring is you're making commitments with people, making commitments in business and partnerships. And I also like what they wrote in here, long-term investments, career. So they have a section here. It has a section here for career to talk about how your business, how career is tied into your, financial abundance and flow of currency in your life. So here, partnership, work together, fulfilling careers. I'm just going to kind of go through. You can see some of these imageries are just really beautiful as they come through. The feather here talking about abundance. The nugget, the golden nugget. Hey, if you've got a couple golden nuggets, post them down there for me, okay? Just a couple, it doesn't matter. Hey, I'm going to let you pick how many nuggets you want to give me, okay? Anyway, so small increase, valuable information, honest assessment, and then in career, it says your fresh start, steady work, career building. So I love the imageries in general. It's really helpful. It has helped my clients, and it really brings a whole dimension. And this is just an extra card. I wanted to tell you about this little darn card that I picked up. I picked this card up at a garage sale. I think I picked it up for 50 cents. And this is like, what is this? But I've actually used it. It's weird. It looks like a playing deck. It's called the Gypsy Witch Fortune Telling Playing Card. Playing cards with instructions. So, and it has this little booklet. A little Gypsy Witch. So if you want to play, and it has the little key card for each of the cards. and how to play and how to do a fortune reading with it. I've never used it for this because I like to come up with my own, let it flow through, the ethers of the mind. So, but maybe one day when I'm laying in bed and I don't feel like getting up, maybe I'll look it over. So I want to show you this deck. And at first I was like, how do you use this deck? But I just started throwing it in there, and it is crazy good. So here, beautiful back design. It's got a little witch there sitting by her cauldron with her faithful cat by her side, and the beautiful moon shining overhead. And cue card. I would say it's about the same size as this one, very portable. It's the same size, yeah. Kind of, yeah. And purple, both of them are purple, and it mixes really well. And look at these designs. Okay, so here you have the queen, but she's really number 3, and it has a little narrative here. It says here, the ring, when to the right of a person, is an unerring indication of a rich and happy marriage, but lying to the left, disappointment in love. So depending on how you're drawing this, if you're doing querent, or if you're doing it to the reader, which is to the left or the right, and what's this message besides, the Queen of Hearts, it's pretty strong, right? And you can use the concept of numerology, the 2 + 3, 5, and come up with more stories there. Look at this one here. This one is the 10 of spades, which is really what the 10 of swords, if you're using the regular Waite Rider deck. And then over here, but it has the number 8 with a narrative. And here it says, the scythe presages disappointment, and when near the coffin, early death. So that could probably mean death of the end of a career, the end of a relationship, the end of a partnership, end of a project that you finally wanted to see, close to that. So it just could mean so many things, but it's so ominous. And but it just looks like a regular deck, but it is different. Okay. Anyway, so there you have it. I thank you so much for tuning in and taking a look at, how to use different decks together. What are my top 5? And what I've learned is that as I incorporate my regular Waite Rider deck, throw in some angels in there for that spirituality, throw in another one of those type of in the same kind, like what I use with the Mari Duguay, just to bring another element and layer to that. And then the money card, and complement that with the nature card to bring in health and nature. You can really give your clients a real good reading, and they get their money's worth. They feel comfortable that you are able to at least, touch up on different points. And I don't know how you structure your readings. Sometimes, you'll need multiple sessions because things do come out, when you're incorporating more elements, things come up naturally. So, and the purpose is to help people get clarity, and so that they can make the decisions and, feel comfortable about the fog is no longer there. But anyway, thank you, and tune in as I bring you more information. My next one's probably gonna be also just as good.